Hello, Internet, and welcome to Saturday Night's Apocalypse. Thank you for joining us here for a lovely Saturday afternoon, Sunday morning, wherever time it might be where you are. I'm Sean, the Kraken King. I captain this sinking ship. We are good to we're going to be continuing our Prince of the Apocalypse campaign here today. You just saw all the promos for all of our wonderful shows we do on this channel. I recommend checking them all out because they're all awesome in their own unique ways. The next stream we will have after this one, in case you enjoy what you see here today and you want to watch more of us, tomorrow, Slang 101, it's our Monster of the Week campaign. Savannah runs is going to be at 4 o'clock Eastern time, and right now we're still kind of dealing with some fairy stuff, so it's a lot of fun, and I have in character and out of character have no idea what's going on. So yeah, come join us for that. I think that's we don't have anything special going on this week. Check out Encounter Roleplay on Friday. Is that 2, Savannah, or 2:30? 3 o'clock? Sometime.
If you watched Heroes Next Door, it's in the same time slot.
Okay, yeah. At 3 o'clock, Savannah's running a new campaign over there. I'm going to be playing Apocalypse World, and it's called Diesel Punks. And it is going to be, I know nothing about it. I know a little bit about it, but I'm not going to say anything because that would be spoilers. And it's going to be fun. Come check it out. I'll be watching it. You should too. Yeah, that's it. So you guys want to jump in, get back into it, see what is going on? All right, last time on Saturday Night's Apocalypse, your crew had met a new friend named Liko, rescued them from kidnappers, and they led you to their home base, a place called Summit Hall. Oh, there was a fight before that. I'll start there. You guys dealt with some river pirates that attempted to ferry you, or you tried to get to ferry you across the river to this monastery. They attacked you with some crocodiles. You killed almost all of them. Talked to one of the...
I have a question about that phrasing.
What?
Are they controlling the crocodiles?
Yeah, they were their pet crocodiles.
Okay.
You guys didn't ask. But spoilers, yeah, they were the crocodiles.
Okay.
And you killed them. You killed their pets. So you interrogated one of them, who told you a little bit about their group, that they belonged to some sort of organization of people with a like-minded people working towards a common good or common goal underneath a charismatic leader. You guys used the word cult. They didn't agree with that. And they told you that they work out of the Riverguard Keep, which is one of the haunted keeps that you guys had been told about. You, after dealing with this person, you decided to keep them as your prisoner and take them back to Summit Hall, Liko's base, where the Knights of Tyr work out of, and go to meet Liko's boss, Stormbreaker. Big ol' fuck off Goliath woman who runs this group of knights. However, very quickly lets you in on the ground floor to tell you that the Knights of Tyr is actually a front for their real organization, which they call the Law, which told you that Harbuck was belonged to and apparently can't stop talking about. They work within the valley for the betterment of the people in it, trying to maintain order and justice. And they had heard some dealings and mutterings about some organizations operating within the valley, causing trouble, and some other weird occurrences that have been going on over the last few months. They deputized all of you that were interested in joining, which I think was everyone except for Fang. And so you all got cool Stetsons and badges to add to your collection. You also met the Oracle of this order, this prophet who gives them the guidance, tells them what's going on and where the problems are going to be takes the form of a young human equivalent of 6-year-old elven girl named Natalia, who gives her prophecies in the forms of cryptic drawings, like crayon drawings. She showed you Liko showed you the most concerning piece of work that Natalia had created, which you saw a very abstract drawing of a number of abstract figures, all surrounding a creepy eye in the center of them. Did we ever share that? Did we share that image on stream? Okay, cool. You guys tried to decipher it the best that you could, and decided to help Liko with their current investigation, kind of heading along your former path to investigate this monastery, hoping that the members of this delegation that were presumably ambushed and brought to this monastery might still be there. You then spent the night at Summit Hall, left the next day, and returned to the monastery. And where we last left off, Thea had snuck over to a side door, trying to break in. The rest of you had hidden back, while Shellac walked to the front door to speak with whoever might be attending this monastery. Do I have that right as our current positioning as we come in? All right, cool. So let's start with Shellac. You walk up these stone steps to this building. You knock on the front door. Big set of metal swinging doors. Feel like they're currently latched from the inside, and a slat slides open. You can see a set of eyes looking out at you, a little bit nervously, kind of caught off guard. You're sensing, and looks back and forth and looks at you. Can I help you?
Yes, I am a monk, and I'm interested in monk things that might be happening here. This is a monastery, correct?
Wrong number. And he closes the slat.
I immediately knock back on the door.
It opens back up again. Listen, we can't just take anybody. There's an application process. You have to put in through our website. No, that's not right.
You have spiders that make a site? Where do I talk to these spiders?
You send in your application, and we'll review it and get back in touch with you.
Shellac immediately. Well, he knocks back on the door.
Opens back up again.
And he goes, "No, I'm actually a monk. Look what I can do!" And I just shoot a sunbeam out of my hand, like up into the sky. I can do that. I don't know how.
Hold on a second. And you hear like a brief conversation from inside. It's loud enough that you can hear. It's like, check it. Hold on. Come here. No, just 1 second. Yeah, check out what this guy can do. Hold on. Yeah. Show me again.
And I do it again, like just the same exact way.
1 moment. Yeah, I wasn't kidding about it. Yeah. How does he? Do you think we should let him in? I mean, that might be. I don't see why not. He says he's a monk. The guy comes back to the window and says, "So you're looking to study at our temple, or is there something else you're seeking?"
I'm seeking I would like to learn some of your monastery's ways. What's the order that you are a part of?
We are the Order of the Sacred Earth.
Okay. I would like to learn about that.
Well, I can tell you that we can't guarantee your admission, but if you speak to the leader of our order, she may permit you acceptance. There may be a test that she will require of you.
I'm good at those.
Well, all right. 1 moment, and the latch closes, You hear some shifting and creaking of metal, and the door opens up, and you see standing there 2 people, man and woman, one with a shaved head, human, wearing like monk stuff, like linen clothes, and has like a necklace of beads hanging around his shoulders. The woman is a tiefling, and she also shaved head, beads, some tattoos, and both looking at you very sort of confused and looking out behind you to see if they're being punked. And the man gestures and says, "You may enter."
Okay. I guess I don't know. I guess I would bow or like say thank you in a very formal way, and as like both of us, like just to be polite. And I feel like I do something that I mess up, like I mess up something because I'm socially awkward.
You spend too long bowing. You bow and then you stay like that for way too long. It's very awkward. And eventually, the man clears his throat. You can stand back up, please. It's hot outside. I don't want to leave this door open. And you come walking in, and he shuts the door behind you. The rest of you watch them just let Shellac in and close the door.
I suppose we should wait for him to let us in once he has established himself. Unless we all want to go one at a time and pretend to be monks. You said something there. I think you were muted.
Thanks, Spaceless. How the fuck that work?
The sunbeams. We all don't have the sunbeams, so I don't think we can convince him that we can get in there, but you know.
I thought monks just were like punchy.
He punches the sun.
This is why I didn't join the Harvard. But just we're all gonna die.
And while we say that, we give you guys a second to figure out what your plan of action is. I do want to get to Thea. You have come over to this side entrance. You find a stone door here. How would you like to proceed? You're just gonna break in?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a.
I want to do crimes.
There is a crude lock on the door, so I will have you roll with your thieves' tools.
Okay, I gotta see what my modifier is for that. It's a lot.
Okay.
It's dexterity?
Yes.
17.
17. Okay. You fiddle with it a moment. It feels kind of rusty, like they don't use this door very often, but it clicks, and it takes a bit of working, but you're able to slide the door forward, and you enter this plain stone hallway. The passageway ahead of you, there's a door on your left, which you know goes into that like training room that you had seen previously. There's a door. The hallway goes in about 20 feet and then immediately banks off to the left. But directly in front of you, there's another door into a room that you haven't seen into yet. A very ornate red door with this like black iron filigree along the outside.
Well, that's the one I do want to go in.
Okay.
I think Thea was going to do this with the intention of finding a back door to let her friends into the building through, and then sees that door and immediately forgets.
Okay. You hear some footsteps coming from the side as you approach this door. It sounds like somebody coming down the hallway. So you don't have much time to get through it. So you just duck into this room.
Yep.
Okay, it's not locked. You push the door open. Just as you catch a glimpse coming from the corner, you see two figures, human man, a tiefling woman, leading a big turtle guy. You see Shellac being led around this corner towards the dojo. You duck into the room, shut the door behind you. And you look in and around, and this is a very nice room. It actually doesn't look like any of the other, like the rest of the monastery. The floors are wood. The walls don't appear to be they don't appear to be stone, or at least there's something over the stone, like that gives it the appearance of like wood paneling. There is a nice sort of draperies around the room, some furniture, a lot of bookshelves, lots of books on them. There's a table in the center of the room. It's like a almost like an alchemist bench. Has all these tubes and wires and little like sparking diodes and this like bubbling greenish liquid. And you kind of look around the room for a second until you look to your right and you see a figure standing there. Facing the other direction, wearing a black and red cloak with a hood pulled up. And as you close the door behind you and they turn around to face you. And what you see is two glowing beads of red light peeking out from under this hood, illuminating a skeletal head with little bits of kind of desiccated flesh clinging to it. And they raise one skeletal arm, sort of pointing in your direction.
Hi.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Usually the intruder should identify themselves first as a matter of propriety.
Is it intruding if the door was open?
Yes.
No. Who are you?
You watch as, in an instant, this person vanishes from in front of you. And you hear a voice immediately behind you in the corner of the room that startles you for a second as they have reappeared directly behind you, between you and the door.
That's really spooky. So who are you?
I have not seen you before. Do you belong to the cult?
I'm new.
Or are you in...
More of a consultant.
Consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of Marlos's lackeys here to bother me.
I prefer
What is it you
consultant.
need this time?
I am here to speak to the captives.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Uh-oh. Well, 16.
Okay. Just gonna roll an insight check. All right. Because the captives, you must be very new here. I have no captives. That is your business, not mine. The only captive here is myself.
Well, maybe I'm supposed to be talking to you. They didn't tell me what they looked like. Compartmentalization is a real pain in the butt.
It turns, or again, disappears from in front of you, and you turn around looking back towards the middle of the room, and he has reappeared in the center of the room,
do you do
looking
that?
over the workbench. Years of practice.
That's cool.
As I told the last dozen or so that were in here, the one that I did not disintegrate, I am not in the mood currently. I am working diligently per Marlos's request. You can tell him as such and to shut it.
What are you working on?
Turns back, again, a little bit confused. Have they told you nothing?
No, not really.
I'm working on this project that Marlos has given me for this compound that he desires so greatly.
He's building a compound. I knew it was a cult.
No. The Black Earth that he has requested that I work tirelessly day in and day out to manufacture for him.
What does it do?
Bestows necromantic energies into living and unliving creatures.
Is that why your face is like that?
Like what?
Like a skull. I mean, it's super cool.
No. This was before Marlos arrived. This is my own doing.
Aesthetic.
Yes.
Cool.
Aesthetic. Simpletons.
You're not very nice.
Like, slams the book on the table and turns around and is like, well, I'm trapped here, a prisoner in my own home, so I don't think I owe it to be very nice to you and your ilk.
Yeah, that sucks. Have you seen any people here who aren't the monks, though?
Yes, they brought some through a while back.
Do you know where they are?
I believe they keep them in the facility beneath the monastery.
Can you point me to the stairs? I've
There
never
are a
been
few
here.
There are a number of entrances throughout the monastery, but if you're looking to enter further, and walks over, actually more like hovers over to the side of the room and knocks on a wall, and the wall slides open, leading to a stone passageway leading down. It says, "Here's my personal entrance."
Cool. Do you mind if I bring my team this way? I don't want to like trample on your stuff, but this is the shortest route.
Your team?
Yeah. They're like security. I'm kind of important. Just to go through the door. We don't have to come back this way.
You don't work for Marlos, do you?
No. Sorry.
Who is your team?
They're my team.
And what business do you have here?
I told you that there were captives here and I wanted to talk to them. That part was true.
So you're here to rescue the prisoners. Well, I can't imagine there are many left at this point, but if that's what you're looking for, down in the facility is where you would find them.
I mean, you're technically a prisoner too.
I am.
Do you want to leave with us?
I would like to, but I cannot at this moment.
Is it because of the skeleton face? Because you can wear my hat.
No.
Okay. So can we use your door?
No.
Why not?
Not unless you do something for me. Bring your team here, and we will speak as a group.
Okay, they're not all gonna be as nice about the skeleton thing, though. Can you just tell me what you want? And then I'll tell them?
If you can help acquire the means of my escape and the end of my imprisonment, then I will help you.
Oh, that seems fair. What's your name?
Renwick.
I like that. It's fancy. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Don't tell anybody I'm here.
Don't let them hear you on your way out.
That is the thing that I'm good at. And I go like this. And I pretend like I disappeared like he did, and then I run over to the door.
Perfect. All right,
Just
you
go back
run
out.
over to the door and head back out. You can hear a bit of conversation happening inside the dojo that Shellac is currently in. Shellac, you are led down the passageway as you come into this like main chamber out where the doors are. Immediately down a hallway that kind of twists and then evens out, and there is a door that you're led through into a small training room. The one that the Ed saw previously. There's a straw mat in the center of the room, weapons along the walls, and a number of monks currently training. However, standing in the center of the room, sort of overseeing the training, is an older woman, head also shaved. She has a number of tattoos, sort of stacked on top of each other or overlapping each other that run down the back of her head and disappearing down the back of her shirt. And she's holding a walking stick that she's sort of leaning on and listening over the training room as she stares off. As you can tell, as you enter, she is very visibly blind. And as you are brought in, the man that you were speaking with says, Master Helen Ray, we have a new disciple here to join. I'll let them introduce themselves. The woman turns and faces you, Shellac. Waits for your introduction.
So I do a big deep bow, and then, but I pop like back up immediately, and I say that my name is Shellac, and I am looking to further my studies and interests as a monk. I can do this cool thing with sunbeams, but I don't want to accidentally shoot it off in here and break something.
She steps up towards you and she says, and where have you trained?
I'm mostly self-taught. I kind of usually just move from monastery to monastery, and I kind of collect knowledge where I can. I like books. Books are neat when I can find them, but monks are not great at keeping written records. I want to fix that. Mostly self-taught. I just woke up one day and I could shoot sunbeams out of my hands.
She looks around, or she kind of cocks her head to the side, and you see her pick up her the staff, and she points to the corner of the room, and there is a like a straw train, like a target in the corner, and she says, "Demonstrate it."
Okay. Do you want me to roll for it, or should I just?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Okay. That's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you fire off a sunbolt. It hits almost dead center of the target, which a bit of it sort of ignites from the radiant energy, and one of the monks walks over and begins to sort of pat it out. She nods. She says, "Very interesting. Few I have encountered in my travels possess such powers. Why do you wish to pledge yourself to the sacred stone?"
Well, I don't know about pledge. I was just more like interested in it. I get really excited when I see monasteries, and I think I don't know.
She scoffs and turns away from you and says, "I have no need for a disciple that does not wish to pledge themselves to our order. You may go."
And I think like Shellac is like, "Oh, come on, like, I can do it again."
She, over her shoulder, says, "I have no interest in tourists looking to travel here to learn our secrets without pledging anything in return. Either offer yourself and your body to the stone as a disciple of it, or you may leave and seek knowledge and secrets elsewhere."
I think Shellac like kind of like takes a second. He's like thinking about everybody outside, and is like it can't just abandon. But I think it gets the better of him because he really wants to know more, and I think he acquiesces to this demand. It's like, yes, I would be all right. I will pledge myself to the order of dirt. I mean, stone, mud, dirt, mud, and then kind of shuts up.
There's a moment of silence as the other monks in the room wait for her response, and she says, "I am not entirely persuaded by your reasoning, but only time will tell whether you can function as a devotee of our cause. We will put you through the trial.
Trial?
And if you succeed, then you will be allowed to learn our secrets."
Oh, what do I need to do in this trial?
She taps in the center of the room. She says, "Kneel here."
I do so.
And she sits down on the floor in front of you, and she says, "You must demonstrate patience before all else, as the stone is unmoving and unyielding in its resolve."
Shellac immediately goes into his shell and just sits there like a rock.
All right. That begins. The trial begins, and Thea, you go darting out, sneaking back to your group, finding them in the kind of hiding where you last left them.
Come on. Hey. Guys.
Hi,
And I
Thea.
attempt to stealth in her way.
There's a pretty good distraction going on inside in the form of a turtle. Come on.
We have to sneak.
Yes, I mean you will have to sneak. I'm
Thea
gonna
demands
give
it.
you because of the turtle distraction. I will give everyone advantage.
The best distraction we've had so far, I
Cancels
think.
out my disadvantage.
Yeah, so
Oh boy.
Not great.
Can I use my DM's inspiration from crushing that guy? Oh, good.
yes, if you have that. I don't remember who I give inspiration to, so sure.
Oh, buddy. That is so much better. I went from a 1 to a 20.
Woo.
Like a nat 20. I'm so glad I crushed the guy with a rock.
So 20 from Fang, Jess,
Got an 8.
8.
I got a 9.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
Do I have to roll again?
Yeah, you roll again.
28.
All right. So
I just mimicked Thea and just go creep, creep, creep.
Before we go in, I'm
Always
like,
works for her.
okay, I found a friend that's gonna let us go through a secret door to under the monastery where I think the people are being held. They might be dead. Don't mention his face because it's weird looking. It's a skull. Okay. Is Liko in
okay. Oh yeah, Liko is. Sorry, I always forget about my NPCs.
I should have forgotten about him. He rolls bad at stealth.
Why is it every time you go sneaking, you find a friend that happens to be a skeleton?
People like me, okay?
Did you throw a rock at this one?
No.
I rolled a 20 for Liko.
Oh, also,
Don't throw rocks at him. He's nice.
I just want to say that, like, while we were out there, because Vivian was, like, gone for, like, that day, she was probably like, so why are we here again? And just, like, getting that explanation.
Exposition.
Missing people.
You all find the door that Thea has already opened. Sneak down the hall. It's a very short hallway. Stone walls. with all of you having rolled or most of you having rolled pretty well, that's enough to you help the ones that are being a little noisy before Jazz like grates up against a wall or something. You kind of right
300
them and
pounds of metal moving through a stone hallway.
yeah. Niona starts to talk about something at some point. You
There's some
quiet her down.
fascinating mold in a corner, okay? We have
Yeah.
to know.
Come back
and
for
you're
it.
all
Pick Niona up and cover her mouth.
Yeah, basically. I figured, you know how like dogs will like swim in the air before you put them in the water? She's like walking, but not actually on the ground because someone picked her up.
and you're all led through this ornate door, and as it closes behind you, you gather the same sight, and you
Hi,
see
Renwick.
in the center of the room Renwick, the Lich, hovering there.
Renwick, team, Renwick.
I apologize for. Yeah. Normally
Thank
it's
you.
something I have to do.
I appreciate somebody having some manners.
You have a cool face.
I offered to save your life, but go off, I
And
guess.
we're back in the red.
I apologize for everyone.
This is
Thank you.
Fang.
Pleasure. My name is
She looks so
Renwick,
chewable.
and
He's
we're
gonna
back
start
in the red again.
salivating a bit. It's like bones.
So we're gonna use the door, and then we're gonna help Renwick get out of here because they're also holding him captive.
I have a great idea.
Love it. They're always
So-
good.
You know that guy we found in the cave, the necromancer guy? Maybe Renwick can go join him. They can be friends.
I don't think they get along. Renwick's really smart, I think.
Do you like
Think so.
necromancers? Are you a necromancer?
That's a difficult question. I was. The tenses are a bit. Yes.
Cool.
You
I
a
haven't
good
got along
person.
with others in the past. Who is your
Are
friend?
you a mass murderer?
No.
Seems legit to me.
Inside check.
Okay.
Oh, look, that's a 16. Are they
Okay.
a mass murderer?
Uh,
Detective Fang.
seems to be telling the truth.
Well, I have
Yes, sir.
fantastic news for you because I know just the person. Are you okay with blind dates? I know just the
It's-
person who I think would like you a lot.
It's been a few centuries at this point. I had a bad breakup a while back, and I don't really want to get
no.
back into the dating pool, at
Can
least in this millennia.
That's cool. Can we talk about saving your life and potentially the people who are being held captive under this building and then that?
Yes. The leader of this group, who I'm sure, as you all seem to be investigators of some type, looking to deal with this and competent at that, the leader, as I'm sure you have already identified, Marlos, has procured an item of some import to me. And without it, I cannot leave this place.
Oh, so
My
we
phylactery.
could go get it. I don't know what that is.
It
Finds
is
their
a
soul to this place.
Ooh, harsh.
Yes. Yes. So without that, I have very little bargaining power. I resisted Malos's tactics initially. However, as time wore on, they made other offers, and well, eventually I acquiesced.
Does this person, dude, thingo, boss
Marlos.
person, yeah, go by another name like Mudslinger or something? Anyone know what name Dude was after?
The Mud Sorcerer?
Yeah.
Oh, you're speaking of Mirage.
Oh, is that someone different?
Are they here?
I don't believe I've seen Mirage here for some time. A wart of a man. They have been known to use that moniker. I do not believe they are here currently, no.
Cool. If you see a turtle is with us, he'll probably be shooting light out of his hands to try and impress you. That's how you know. Just call him Soup and he'll understand.
Soup. Are you planning on eating this turtle?
No.
Mm-hmm. Hands in eyes. I'm gonna let it go to waste.
I'm not gonna eat him.
Well, if you can obtain my phylactery and one other element from downstairs, there was another important item for me that was brought in. The body of my brother. Marlos acquired it a few weeks back. He was being transported north of here to some hall. Some order was keeping it. They brought it here to appease me. I took it as a sign of good faith, but I would very much, if I was going to be leaving here, like the body to be transported with us.
So the body is downstairs. Is the phylactery downstairs as well, or does Marlos have that in another location?
Marlos may be down there. They may be deeper into the complex as well. I'm unsure.
They have a compound. I told you it was a cult.
How do we just clear this whole compound?
I would caution, if you're not aware, the facility beneath us is really the tip of the proverbial iceberg. Deeper still under that, there is a maze of buried ruins and catacombs, and it leads deep to something dark and primordial far beneath.
Somewhere Thea is definitely not going alone. No creeping further down into the maze.
So if we are unable to find Marlos and secure the phylactery, should we leave your brother's body there so as not to arouse suspicion?
No, I would, if you find his body, which it should be immediately evident, it's preserved through ancient magics that I worked myself, you should be able to transport it out of here. Or I would request that you transport it out of here, phylactery or not. I would like it to be safe.
I believe we can take it to a safe location.
In your soul thingy, what's it look like?
If he hasn't tampered with it, the phylactery should appear as a gilded box locked through arcane means.
I'll find it.
Are we allowed to open it?
No.
That was the question for Thea.
If you are able to open it, which I doubt you are, I would request that you not.
Oh, is that a challenge? Okay, we won't. Challenge.
I would recommend you not, should you wish your soul to remain intact.
I'll find it.
I will return to my work up here as I've been commanded. Whiskey.
Delegation. Offer Soup some whiskey. Be your best friend.
Right. Well, you may use this passage as you see fit.
Thanks, buddy.
Do we wish to gather shellac, or what are our plans in this regard?
Don't know where he is.
I know where he is.
Yeah, but I think he's, you know, he's a good distraction.
We might need him though.
We can try.
But like, if
Okay,
we
let's
go
vote.
and interrupt
Are
them,
we going back for soup? Everyone wants to go find Shellac. One and a half. I'm
Also
gonna-
thinking about how as a player we're going into a dungeon and leaving a player just in another building not doing anything.
Yeah.
That
I have-
seems like
I
a
have an
dick move.
I have an AC of 21 right now. I'm fine.
That seems kind of like a dick move.
But you'll also just be sitting there while we're doing all the
Yeah.
stuff.
I will become stone.
But there's a
They
bunch of
want-
people in there.
Okay, where'd he go?
Down the hall into that dojo room. But there's a bunch of them.
Can I go knock then? Should I just knock?
I do not know if it is wise for us to reveal our presence. There are certainly some elements here that will be hostile to our being here, but it is also entirely possible some of them are simply misguided and not actively working against us.
Yeah, I don't want to like murder a bunch of people. Can just like one of us go and be like,
can-
Marlo sent me to retrieve the turtle of prophecy. I don't know. I'm not that good at lying.
Gonna look at Vivian if it's about lying.
When has she ever lied?
I was saying she seems like everyone else just awkward at talking, but the one person who's been friendly to everyone, just
Because otherwise we're probably just gonna have to go in there and like punch them all out.
I have a great idea on how to get him.
I love your ideas. Tell me more.
Okay.
uh,
Oh my gosh, I lost it.
can I just request him?
Renwick-
Are you called the whiskey delegation because you're drunk constantly? I'm sorry.
A little bit. No, Renwick's kind of like a prisoner here. That's why we're busting him out.
I have my great idea once again.
Your second
Where is
great
your-
idea.
Friend, who is this soup?
He's a monk. Not like these ones.
Well,
He punches his
these
son.
these ones aren't really monks either.
He
Oh.
thinks they are. It's gonna be so fun to tell him that they're not.
If he's the only real monk in the building, does that mean he's in charge now?
I doubt they'll see it that way. If
Yeah.
your friend has been captured or is currently with the monks, as they call themselves, I would recommend retrieving them quickly
Yeah.
before they put them through their initiation.
He could take it. He punches the sun.
I hope so,
Vivian,
for their
your
sake.
idea?
Yes. I will burst in there and I will demand Shellac to come back because I've been chasing him down for 3 months after he left me and our son.
Yes. Yes.
Is your son dinner?
Tell me more.
I'll just. That's what I plan on doing, and then I will pull him out somehow.
Is
I
the
don't
little,
have it fully fleshed out.
is
but...
the little squid your son? In this farce?
Sean emerges from Vivian's
There
hair
you
and
are.
says, "How dare you call me squid? I am the mightiest of the creatures that find themselves residing deep within the ocean's depths. You shall refer to me with respect that I deserve.
I had a pet like you when I was little.
We get some salt
Kill
and
this
some
one.
pepper.
Kill her
This will be
immediately.
Really young.
I think this is a great
Vivian, I
plan and we
command
should
you
do it.
to kill her."
She's strong. It's okay. She'll help us out.
See, like, electricity sparking from the the end of the
Man.
Kraken's tiny
I'm gonna
little
push him
tentacles.
back into my hair.
I like this plan.
Okay, if you need help, just yell. But not far.
We need a word.
Help?
That works.
Renwick raises a skeletal hand and says, "I can at least contribute to helping you in this matter." And
Told you guys he was
extends a hand to the corner, and you see a number of small, broken pieces of rock levitate off of the ground and towards him, and he waves it, and you watch as the rocks sort of reform in the air, kind of polishing themselves into smooth stones, and as they rotate in this circle, and these arcane runes begin to flash across the surfaces of each one. And then he waves his hand again, and one of these stones immediately falls into each of your hands, two falling into yours, Vivian. He says, "There. It's a small trick, but it should help you communicate amongst yourselves."
Do we ride on it and throw it at each other?
I don't want to spend the spell slot on it unless I have to, but is there any way I'd have any idea of what he just did?
Essentially, we are creating these as message stones. While you're holding this, all of you can cast the spell message.
That's nice.
To anyone holding one of these stones.
Okay, you better go chase down your baby's daddy.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, I didn't realize they knew each other beforehand. I thought Soup was better than this.
She's lying.
You sure?
It's a ruse. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 70% sure.
Jess has wandered over to the alchemy table and is checking it out, maybe trying to discuss science with Renwick.
Yeah. At last, a man of science. Yeah, they will. I think they'll talk to you a bit about that. So it's the nerd conversation happening over in the corner as you discuss what they're working on. And we'll get the details on that if we need to. But the Vivian, you are heading to. You head down the hall to where you know the entrance to the dojo leads, or are you going back out the building into the front door?
Ooh, I think we're just gonna head straight to the dojo. And just to preface this, I, Julie, am scared of this plan. But
oh, don't worry, we are too.
You got this.
This is a good plan.
So,
we can reach the room.
Preparing yourself.
In one round.
You just go,
right?
Huh?
Oh yeah. Of us, right?
Oh yeah, you're within 30 feet of the room. You can get there within one round.
Cool. I don't want to be like, she'll be fine for 3 rounds. We got this.
Oh yeah, it's like the room next door to the one you're in. So.
Okay. So I want to get in front of the doors, and then I want to like kick it down as hard as I can. Just make a scene.
Okay, you go busting into the room, the door crashing open. Shellac, you hear the through the echoey shell of your turtle, shell of your on your back. You hear some sort of commotion happening in the room around you. Vivian, you see a couple of monks kind of sitting on the floor, watching Shellac's. Who has retreated into his shell, sitting in the center of the room, and a woman on the far side kneeling on the straw mat as well. And they all sort of jump as you come bursting in.
So Vivian's going to point a finger straight at Shellac, and then really loud she's going to say, "You! I finally found you! After 2 months of searching!" Oh god. And then she's just going to kind of go on this tangent about how he left her and their son after Vivian gave birth. And I think she's going to include Shanthrith in this by like referring to him as the son.
Everyone, there's just like this silence in the room as you start yelling, and Helen Ray is it's just like cocks an ear in your direction, and then turns towards the human man that had let Shellac in and says, did you leave the front door open again? He says, no, I'm pretty sure I locked it. I'm pretty sure. Well, I
It was
think
unlocked!
Shall do you leave your shell at this point, or you stay?
Yeah, I think I kind of like I hear that kind of like noise, and I kind of like stick my head out to see like what it is, and then I notice that it is my adventuring party, and then I pop out of my shell, and I am very confused at everything that Vivian is saying, and just like doesn't know what is happening at all.
Okay. Vivian, go ahead and make a deception check for me, or a performance check, whichever.
Oops, I rolled a d10. That's not right.
That would not help you.
Ooh, okay, that's a 23 for deception.
Again, that awkward silence, and Helen Ray stands her staff and says, all right, well, this I can see now that you, young man, gesturing to Shellac, have some complications that would make you staying with our order very difficult at this time. Young lady, I know not how you came in here or how you found this place, but I am recommending that you both leave immediately. Escort them to the door.
And I think Shellac is like partially, he's still in shock, and is like, but then finally gets up. Like I like is kind of can tell that it's a ruse, but also kinda is totally confused by it, and is very much just like, I've never seen this person ever. It's not like we have traveled very far together. I don't have a boy. I don't have son. I wanted to study to be a monk.
Oh man, when this turned into an episode of Jerry Springer? I
throw a chair.
You're being led, the two of you, being led out towards the main entrance, further away from your group. And as you're out the corner into that main room, there is a shifting of the stone behind you, just as the human man goes to open the door. Helen Ray's there, along with the tiefling woman, and as the door opens, you hear a voice says, "One moment, Helen Ray." And you all turn, and you see standing there in the doorway a elven gentleman with a white lab coat that comes walking out, hands kind of shoved deep into the pockets, looks over all of you, and she turns and says, "Oh, Doctor, what do you want? We're dealing with things in our own way." And she kind of looks nervously between the two of you and back to the doctor and says, "Per our agreement, you shouldn't be up here." He looks over the two of you and says, "I've been monitoring the situation on the security feed. It seems that these individuals are not here alone. I recommend that you detain them and find the others as they have made their way into the facility." And immediately the monks go into sort of a aggressive posturing towards the two of you, and go to grab the two of you to detain you.
As a last-ditch effort, Vivian's just going to yell out, "Those are our children!"
I don't think they're buying it at that point. So you are grabbed by the monks and being led further back into the building.
I guess so. With the walkie-talkie, well, does she need to be like holding this, or like what are the
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to have it in your hand at the time, but you don't like have to hold it up to your mouth. You just have to have it to be able to cast the spell.
Okay, well, instead of that, because she's like detained and she knows the party members are close, she's just going to like scream loudly.
All of you hear from down the hallway a
What do you
Vivian's
scream?
loud scream.
Oh gosh, I think she just goes like really loud.
Uh-oh.
And he's gonna look at Thea and be like, that wasn't the safety word.
No, I think it counts. That sounded
We
real.
made an agreement.
Bye. I go through the door.
Renwick, I
Alright.
will have to come back and continue this conversation at another time.
So close.
Yes, I would very much enjoy that. Have fun finding your friend.
Running at the door.
It is invigorating.
All
Come
right,
on,
you're going to,
fungus. Just
you all go
drag.
running down the hall, emerging into this center hallway. So you have the main entry room that you came in through the main doors, which is just about where Vivian and Shellac had been. The two of you were led then into a second, like, interior chamber where there are these statues mounted into the wall, above a set of double doors that lead into, we can presume, but they're currently closed, into some sort of central hall or main hall of the monastery. You were in this building, or in this room, just as the doctor was being to lead you to this main hall, and suddenly, bursting from the doors to your right, comes the rest of your team. As you emerge, you see the two monks plus their master, Helen Ray, and some elven man in a white lab coat, currently holding on to Shellac and Vivian. And as this all sort of explodes in this room, unless there's any discussion that's happening, I think we're rolling for initiative. Okay.
I really just want to yell out who wants to die first as we enter the room.
I will assume you do that. All right.
I want to get their attention.
Get this. One on the map. Please hold.
I forgot to click the code. Shit.
You could just re-roll it and update it.
Yeah. Everything's double clicking. It's a...
Monk number 1.
Oh, he looks cool.
Monk number 2.
Okay, those are masks. I was like, what are they?
Yeah, no, they're wearing. That's what their stone masks. None of them are wearing their stone masks right now. But
So that's
all
what
they are.
Thea would look like with the mask on?
Yes.
Spooky.
Uh,
Probably
think
could have given
so.
you a mask and you could have pretended to be one of the monks.
Helen Ray.
We need that hindsight spell.
We try that next time.
Eventually, we'll get that
Oops.
hindsight spell going. And the doctor.
Good try. Right now. Oh, wait.
I
I
can't
don't have a token.
Picture. Name.
Helen. That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. All right. I don't have a token for Dr. Jim. So we'll just.
Anyone have an apple?
All right.
Because he's a doctor.
You got it. Took a
That
while.
was a stupid joke.
Inspiration? Did I just hear that?
No,
word?
not for that. I'm not going to give you inspiration for that.
You
I'm
get disadvantage
inspired.
on everything.
Yeah, that's what you get.
You
All
ran
right.
away from your family. You can't talk to me, Soup. As far as I know, that's true. I
Bad
didn't roll
dad, turtle
insight.
All right. Initiative order, sending, and we'll one separately for the doctor. All right.
Before we
It's gonna be-
start, did
Yeah.
Liko just stay in the room with?
Oh, Liko's gonna have to. No,
My
Liko stays
boy.
in the room with them because I don't want to roll somebody else in combat right now.
He'll die in here
and two
for
people.
sure.
Yeah. Liko stayed back for right now,
Just got this great art.
or at least they're very slow getting caught up. Okay. No, that's cheesy. I'm gonna roll Liko too. All right. But I think Thea is
Wait,
gonna go
Dang
Two
it,
first.
laces
really?
are untied.
I hate going first.
Meanwhile, I have all these ideas and always end up last.
I know.
It's like, well, my idea's not gonna do anything anymore.
Ooh.
Quit being so dexterous.
Hey, we have a redemption from the chat.
4.
It's a character inspiration and it's for Fang.
Yay.
Yay!
She's rewarding his
Yeah.
terrible
Jeez,
Yeah, if you want rewards
So-
for stupid jokes in this game, you're gonna have to get them from the chat.
That's one free reroll for you.
We're back.
Thanks, Chief.
Right. All right. I think that's everyone. All right, Thea, you're first.
It's me. Can I just say up front that if I can incapacitate them but not kill them, I want to try
Sure.
really hard not to kill them. But all I
You're going
can
for
do is
non-lethal.
like stab things.
Okay.
So I'll just try to do that. But I'm gonna skirt around to the one that has Vivian and attack
All right. go
with
ahead and
Greg.
attack With Greg.
Wow, that's really bad. 10.
10. Okay. You were going for the one that's Vivian.
Yeah.
All right. That will miss.
Well, shit. Can I use a bonus action to attack with my dagger?
Yes, you can.
Great. That one is way better. 24.
24 hits.
Do I get sneak attack?
Yeah, because Vivian is within 5 feet there.
Didn't know if she counted. Great, great, great. No modifier. That's 9.
All right, 9 points of damage to the. This will be the tiefling. Currently has Vivian holding her.
Yeah.
And you miss. She dodges out of the way of your first strike with Greg, and then your bonus action with your dagger, you go in and get in a good cheap shot with that, digging the blade in. Seems pretty hurt by that.
Try to pop her in like the back of the leg.
All right. That ends Thea's turn. It'll be the monk's turns then. The one that attacked, that's holding Thea or Vivian, is going to let go of you, so she can turn around and attack Thea.
Oh no.
So she will make 2 melee attacks.
You think I see this coming?
Why is there a little Neona on the field now?
Why? Why indeed?
Oh no!
I
She
don't
can be
know.
Dr. Jim.
All right.
Sizing's accurate.
All right. First strike, it's a 13 to hit.
No.
Second one's a 20 to hit.
Yes.
It's gonna be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. The other one, who's
Oh,
holding
can I do something?
shellac. Yeah.
Because I have Skirmisher now. Like
Yes.
this. I'm going to use my reaction to move away.
Okay.
since that's the end of
So
our turn.
after they attack you, you
I can
go
move half my
darting.
speed, so
Okay. Yeah, you go darting away, getting out of melee. The other one is going to attack. It's really not a chance. Yeah, I think what they do is they eventually, seeing that the room is being swarmed with enemies, it's going to try to pop Shellac to incapacitate Shellac, and then in fiction, that's what they're doing. Even though I know as a DM, there's no way this person's going to be able to do this. First attack is a 22, so I think that actually hits you.
Yeah, it hits.
So it's 3 bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and then a 12, which misses.
And misses. And can I use my reaction for my shell? Because they attacked
yeah,
me?
Yeah.
All right. That is a 20.
That'll hit.
So it is 1 point of piercing.
1 point of piercing damage. So they get a splinter from your shell.
Yeah.
Cool. That will end that monk's turn, and then it is Helen Ray, who is. Who's leading the pack besides Thea right now? Who is? I was assuming Fang would be near the front, but
I did yell out, "Who wants to die?"
that's right. Yes, you did. Yeah. So I think she is going to come running up to you, Fang, and she is going to make her attacks against you. It's your favorite adversary, monks. So the first of her attacks is a 13.
Misses.
Second is a 15. We're getting better.
Misses.
Third is a 14, and we got worse.
That's right. Monks can't touch me.
She makes 3 quick jabs against you, trying to strike at your vital points. However, you are able to avoid her blows. That's all she can do. Nyona.
I think so. Both of the monks are holding either the turtle or Vivian right now, right?
Vivian is no longer being held.
Okay.
And Shellac still is.
Okay.
But the monk is trying to punch him.
Okay. So the monk trying to hold Shellac, then I think I'm going to. I was thinking about it and then I changed my mind. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna try to hold person, the monk that's holding Shellac right now.
All right.
I
Is that a wisdom saving throw?
I believe so. I can look at it real quick. We can just cast
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Submit. Cast that. There we go.
That is a 20.
He got it then. He's okay.
Yeah. So you attempt to use this binding magic on the monk. Unfortunately, though, their trained mind withstands your magical assault. Anything else?
No, she's okay.
All right. Dr. Jim is going to go through the door that they were opening. Goes running into the other room, trying to get away, and disappears out of sight. And that will be their entire turn. Bang.
We need to stop him looking at Theo.
Get him!
I'm gonna completely ignore old Helen over here and be like, you're not worth my time. And I'm gonna go play fetch with the doctor.
Okay. She will use her reaction to make an attack against you.
Yeah. It's Helen, I don't care.
Jeez, another 14. I have not rolled above an 8. for her attacks.
Good work, Helen. Good work. Keep it up.
Yep.
And running after the doctor. I'm assuming I don't reach him unless I dash.
Yeah, you would have to dash because they dashed.
They dashed as well.
So I don't know. Do you have a higher movement speed?
No.
Okay. So if you were to catch up with them, well, no, you wouldn't be able to catch up with them, but you could keep that distance if you dashed.
I'll see if I got anything that'll let me just stop him. I don't. I
Do you
guess
go running into the room though?
Yeah. See if
Okay.
I get him.
Okay. Yeah, you come bursting through these double doors, and you enter this big stone chamber. There are a couple pillars that hold the roof open. There's like a slight kind of like a skylight in the ceiling, letting some natural light coming in. And the doctor is currently dashed up to the other side of the room, where you see there is an altar in this room. It's just plain stone altar, nothing too sinister about it. Just for like what you'd expect in a monastery like this. But they are currently running up to that, have currently reached the altar. If you dash, you make it about halfway to the room. You're still about 20 feet away from the doctor.
Okay. As I ran past, can I just do like a healing word on Theo?
Okay,
Before
yeah,
I
you
dash.
do that.
So basically,
All right.
healing.
Fang goes running into the other room, out of sight from the rest of you, and drops a healing word along the way. What is that, 5 healing? Cool.
7.
Oh, wait, yeah, you got special stuff, don't you?
8 healing, but I only needed 4.
Nice. Shellac, it is your turn.
All right. So they have a hold of me, correct?
Yeah, you're grappled.
Okay, grappled. All right. So I want to break free.
Okay. Sing.
All right. So that'd just be a strength check.
Yeah, you'd be athletics or acrobatics, either one.
I'm gonna
Joe
do
would be better.
athletics.
Okay.
That's 22.
All right, they will make a contested check. Their athletics. It's a 19, so you succeed.
Awesome.
So using your action, you break free. What else would you like to do? You still have your bonus action, movement.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna spend a key point so that I can do because I want to attack them. I'm mad.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Can you use Flurry of Blows if you haven't taken the attack action? Because I think that's
I think
predicated
you
on...
have to attack.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure
Oh.
that you have to...
Hold on. It says immediately after you take an action attack on
Yeah.
your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yeah, so you can't do any... Since you use your action to break out of the grapple, you can't use your bonus action for attacking.
Can't do that either. Okay, yeah, I have to. Yeah, basically everything is dependent upon me doing an unarmed attack beforehand. All right, I'm just gonna move away. I'm gonna back away from them.
Okay. They'll make an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
It's a 17.
That meets. So yeah.
Okay, 3 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
All right. That ends Shalak's turn. Vivian.
So I think as Fang is like running to the other room, Vivian's just kind of yell out, "You need some help, buddy?" To figure out if she's gonna follow or not.
As Bang's always been good, so it'll just be ask Thea. But Beard makes the decisions in this group.
I don't know why. That is kind of how we've reached this point. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna run after him. Do what you want.
Okay, yeah. Vivian will take off after him too. Would I need to dash since I was like by the doctor in the first place to get into that room?
No. You can get into the room with your normal movement speed.
Okay. How far away would the good doctor be from me?
Not very far. Maybe like 50 feet.
That's perfect. I'm gonna blast him twice. Actually, yeah, I'll blast him twice.
Okay. So Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
All right. Make your attacks.
Okay, that's going to be a 17 and a 22.
Okay. Lab coats actually have an AC of 25, so no, those both hit.
Okay, that's going to be 18 force.
Ooh. All right. 18 points of force damage as the bolt just slams into the back of the doctor, kind of causing him to almost collapse over the over this pedestal, this altar there. He wheels back around on you, looking really freaked out by that. And he just goes, "Why?"
Tentacle! Okay, I'm gonna
All right.
summon a tentacle right by him to smack him too.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, that's going to be 25.
25 will hit, yeah.
Roll max on that. That'll be 8 cold.
8 points of cold damage. Okay, yeah, the tentacle was... Now, the tentacle doesn't grab them, or does it just, like, smack them?
Oh my gosh. Alex is right. For some reason, I rolled 2 dice as if I could Eldritch Blast twice. That should not have been right.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that'll only be 8. 8 damage.
Too much
8 force
Thunderball.
damage. Yes.
8
Thank
points
you,
of force
Alex.
damage. That's fine. So 8 points of force damage will take the 10 back, and then you did another 8 points of cold?
Yeah.
Okay. But he's not grappled by the tentacle. It's just like... It just
It's just like
him.
a smack.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you hit him twice. That puts him at 16 instead of the 18. So yeah, he's still, ow, why? And that's the end of Vivian's turn.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, with your normal move speed, I'd say you're about right next to where Fang is, having run in. No, Fang dash. So Fang's a bit further ahead of you. Okay, yeah. Lico's turn. Lico's just been kind of riding along, a little bit confused about how y'all operate here. Is going to save spell slots and get a shocking grasp. One of the monks. I'll say the one that Thea is fighting.
I cannot stress this enough. I ran away.
Actually, he'll ray of frost instead of shocking grasp because you're not in melee anymore.
I guess I'm hiding behind Jazz because he's now the tallest in the room.
Yeah, that is only a 10 to hit with the ray of frost though, so that will miss. Sadly. And yeah, Lico's also gonna hide behind. So we got Jazz and then Thea and then Lico hiding behind each other. Speaking of which, Jazz, it's your turn.
Okay. How close are all the monks to each other?
Within 10 feet.
Okay. This may end up catching Shellac as well. And I know they're monks, so they're probably going to be good at it, but I'm still going to try and hit them all with a grease puddle.
Okay.
So 10-foot square of grease under their feet.
Okay, yeah, we'll say you can get all 3 of them, but you do get Shellac too. Shellac and the 3 monks will make...
Dexterity saving throws.
All right.
That is
Number 1.
that is a nat 20. for a
Nice.
total of 25.
So I got a 15 and a 14 for the 2 regular monks.
14 meets.
Okay, and okay, so they both met, and then the Helen Ray rolled. Helen Ray, I keep saying Helen Ray, rolled natural 20, so she got it.
So, yeah, so no one falls, but there is now a puddle of grease, and they end their turn there. They have to do the save again.
Okay, and it is difficult terrain, so keep that in mind too. All right, is that it for Jazz?
Yes.
All right, Thea, back to you.
Oh. Do I want to go over there? Am I going to get in the grease?
You to go over there, I think, yeah, you're gonna have to get.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll go back over there.
Okay.
To the one that had shellac.
Okay.
Do him a hit.
All right. Do him a hit.
Come on, Greg. Damn it, Greg. 9.
9 misses.
I'm gonna do a bonus action attack with my dagger.
Okay.
Greg, you're bringing me a lot of despair. 17.
17 hits.
Sneak attack. Bad. 9.
9 points of damage. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Natural 20.
Okay. So you kind of slide along the grease while you try to slash at the one. It dodges out of the way of the nasty looking sword that you wield because everyone's focused on that. And you just shank him with the dagger.
A ruse.
All right. End of your turn.
Yep.
Monk's turns. So one monk is going to punch. I'd say one's going to go for Thea, one's going to go for Shellac because they're kind of like slipping around the grease here, and they punch the 2 of you. So 2 attacks against Thea. It's a 12 and an 8.
No.
2 against Shellac. It's a 10 and a 9.
Oh.
Can't roll today. They'll both make their roll their saving throws. 9 and a 3.
They both fall.
They fall flat on their asses in the grease. That's gonna go well. Helen Ray is going to pursue the those that just ran into the room. She kind of has to move a bit carefully, leaving the grease area of the grease spell. But after she gets out of that, that'll cost her 10 feet of movement, so she's got 40 feet of movement left. So she is going to go dashing in behind. I think she goes straight. Well, she's going to go for Vivian because you're a softer target than Fang. So
Helen.
First attack 24. Second attack 13. Third attack 10.
You said the second one was a 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Only the first one hit then.
The 24 hit. All right.
Yeah.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, okay. That's gonna be an 8.
You're stunned.
Ah. Okay.
Shoots you with her stunning strike. You're stunned until the end of her next turn. And did I tell you how much damage was 6 points?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is the end of her turn. Iona.
So are Vivian and Helen Ray in the doorway, or are they actually in the room?
They're in the room. With as many people has gone through this door at this point, if you're standing in front of it, you can actually see Vivian getting punched. Fang getting the kind of running in ahead of her, and the doctor far on the other side of the room.
Okay. Yeah. Can I don't have that much movement. With my little legs and my 25 feet, can I get anywhere near that door?
25 feet of movement. There's a grease puddle in front of the door now. Yeah, it's going to be hard going for you to get to the door because it's difficult terrain on your turn.
Okay.
You can start if you want to, but you are going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna start on my way over there, and I'll make that dex. Let's see. Probably not terrible. It's a 9.
A
It's
9.
not terrible.
Okay. You also fall in the grease and kind of slide a little bit.
Okay.
As you enter the range, you're closer to the door now.
Cool.
Within
I'll
like
take this.
10 feet.
Within 10 feet around me, do I have one of those monks that is also in here? I am going to use my reaction, if I can, to try and deal 1d4 necrotic damage with my Halo Spores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about it, and I decided not to. So.
What's the save for that? Or is it a save, or is it a
Yeah,
save?
it's a Constitution save, so it's not against my DC.
Okay.
Just not good.
That's a 9?
Oh, they did fail. Okay. That's 3 necrotic damage.
All right.
And then that'll be the
away.
end of my turn.
All right. It's now the doctor's turn. The doctor heads around the other side of the altar, begins to fiddle with something over there. But that is all they do on their turn. Fang.
This could end really bad. Can I reach him? Or do I need to dash to reach him?
No, you can get to him within your normal movement speed.
Oh, I want to get up and I'll swing my sword at his head.
All right. As you run towards him, he uses
I
his
knew
held
this
action.
was gonna be bad.
As you go running across the floor towards him, you hear a click as the doctor's head kind of peeks up, and you see kind of a mischievous looking grin on his face, and the floor underneath you opens up, and you fall.
I have a chance to jump.
Not where you're currently positioned. That's why he waited. You using his held action, the door sort of the ground sort of folds underneath, and you're standing in the center of it, and you just go tumbling straight down into a chute, which you then go sliding down into the darkness below. Trying to decide if I want to narrate that now. I think you're going to be falling for the rest of your turn.
I'm gonna be using the appropriate word and yelling out, "Help!" Like we were meant to.
You all
Followed
hear
by, "Wee!"
you yelling through your communicators.
Yeah, may as well.
All right, yeah, you all hear at the same time a message through your stones. It just, well, help.
This is what it feels like being Thea. This is amazing.
All right. You, as Fang goes sliding down into darkness below, Shellac, it is your turn.
All right, so I want to get out of the way of that grease first. So I guess I want to move, maybe 15 feet, 10, 15 feet or so out of the way. And is the grease flammable?
We have
We've
established
made it
that.
flammable.
Can I set it on fire with my sunbeam fists?
Your fists do radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The little one would really appreciate if you didn't burn her alive
Yeah,
today.
you also have a
grease
friend.
puddle
Yeah.
right now.
Oops.
Yeah. So, do you still want to follow that line of
No,
thought?
no,
I'm
I
there
don't
too.
wanna- Okay, all right. Then, in that case, I'm going to just do on one of the monks in the grease pile a radiant sunbeam at them.
Okay.
Since they're knocked down, would I get advantage?
It's a ranged attack when they're prone, so you'd actually have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
If you just punch them, you get advantage.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna punch them then. Instead, I like that idea of punching. I'm gonna go ahead and punch them.
Okay.
So it's a 15.
15 will hit.
All right. That is 4 piercing. Wow, that's bad. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to punch again.
All right.
That's a 24
Hits.
for 7.
All right.
And
Yeah, very rough.
And then I am not going to be in the grease puddle, so
Okay. Gonna move
move
out of the
way
grease
of it.
puddle
Yeah.
and into the room.
Yes.
Okay. Vivian, it's your turn. You are stunned.
I am stunned. So I was looking it up, and so I'm incapacitated right now, but for that condition, I just can't take attack or actions and reactions. Can I still do bonus actions?
I don't. I think that classified under the term of actions. Bonus
Okay.
actions are under that. So,
Cool.
no. I think effectively you can't do anything.
I can speak falteringly. So
You can speak falteringly.
as Fang is falling, falteringly, I say, "That's rough, buddy," and that's all I'm doing.
That's perfect.
Thanks.
It'll be Liko's turn. Liko is going to. Yeah, screw it. Liko is going to walk into the grease puddle. See if that works. Dexterity saving throw. That's an 8. They fall. Falls onto his ass. But even still, I think can do this. Is going to use a sorcery point to twin a shocking grasp at each of the 2 monks that are also lying on the ground. And those will both hit. 2 points of lightning damage to each. Those are bad rolls. One of them, that's enough to take care of. The other one is still conscious. And Liko is just like sliding along the ground. Just, why do we have this here? And that is the end of his turn.
I expected my allies to be more sure-footed, but gonna approach the edge of the puddle, and is gonna use their spear and just kind of use the butt of it to, ram it down into the other monk's stomach.
Okay. With advantage.
Well, not great. That's still only a 13.
It just misses.
I rolled a 10 and an 8. So, I think probably trying to be too careful and probably end up just like shoving them along in the grease instead.
Yeah, it's like like shuffleboard. You just kind of push them forward. They slide a bit. All right, that's Jazz's
my turn. Yep.
Okay, Thea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after the monk that's still awake.
Okay.
Or alive, I guess, depending on what Liko did to him.
Depending on your point of view.
Oops. He's still prone, right?
Yeah.
Great. 26.
That'll hit.
That's Greg. Good job, Greg. Way to not fuck it up. Wow, that's bad. 10. No. 11.
That's still enough.
Gonna
that monk
try
is
not
also,
to kill him.
yeah. You slash it and it gets all heavy and and also unconscious.
Okay.
They slide a little more slowly.
Okay.
Uh,
I want to run into the other room.
okay.
Do I have to dash?
No. What's your normal move speed?
30.
40? Okay, I didn't remember if you got the bonus yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you could make it into the room with your movement speed.
Can I get 2 anybody?
You almost make it to Vivian.
Dang. Okay.
That will
If I
end. Oh, yep.
to do an offhand attack, does that have to be melee?
No, you can
Because
throw
I haven't
a
used my
weapon
bonus
with your-
action.
Yeah, you can use your bonus action
Great, I'm
to.
gonna throw a dagger.
All right.
Guess
So you're
it.
throwing one at Helen Ray.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, it's a 1.
That
Bye.
will miss.
Bye, dagger.
That will hit Vivian. Ow.
I'm not gonna be that mean. Thought about it. All right, that's Thea's turn. Dagger goes forward. I'd say the dagger does go into the hole, so that might find Fang in a minute.
Oh no.
We'll see if Fang needs it. End of Thea's turn. It is the oh no, monks are gone. Helen Ray, I think, is going to ignore all that and actually goes running around the side of the hole that is still open in the center of this room, over to where the doctor is, and she grabs the doctor, and you hear a noise. She pulls something out from her belt, and it looks like a small flat piece of almost like paper or something, but it has like a sheen to it, like a plastic, and she sort of swipes it in front of something, and you all hear a beeping noise, and then the two of them just lower down behind the altar, and then you hear a shoo. And they both disappear. That will effectively end combat.
Day 2 of falling down a chute.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to. So what I would like to do, we'll do this music. We're gonna take a break, but I'm gonna narrate Fang's descent first. Fang, you fall for probably a good 10 seconds, just down a chute. So it's more like a slide, and it kind of winds and moves, and then finally you are shot out at the end of the slide, and you land face first into to just dirt along the ground, and cough for a second, getting it out of your face, and you look up, and though you just came from this stone room and there's a little bit of dirt on the ground, the dirt slowly gives way to a white tile, like a laminate floor around you, and you look to your right and you see a glass panel wall to the side, kind of obscuring or kind of trapping you in this narrow rectangular 30 by 30 foot room. And as you look out into this hall, the same sort of white tile extends in either direction. There are lights set into the ceiling, which modern audience would see as fluorescent bulbs lighting this hallway. Some of them are kind of sparking and not quite, a little bit dim. And as you turn and kind of look around this room, seeing yourself sort of trapped in here for a moment, a dagger kind of tumbling to the ground beside you, you hear a creaking noise and the sound of gears turning as you turn back, and the wall behind you slides open. And in the darkness of that chamber, you hear a growling as a set of black compound eyes reflect the fluorescent lighting of the room you're in, and a massive bug-like creature comes lumbering towards you. And we're gonna take our break right here, and we're gonna come back in a few minutes to see how long the team deliberates whether or not they should go down into the hole too. We'll be right back, everyone. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us on our break. We're just going to jump right back in because we got some drama to deal with. I'm going to narrate
Vivian
this.
gonna get Shellac to come back and help with their baby?
Yeah, that's the number one concern that we have right now. So I'm going to narrate this just to save a little bit of exposition, a little bit of time. Vivian, you break out of the stun ends. Thea, you've come jogging around to the last place you saw the doctor and Helen Ray, and there's nothing there. All you see is on the other side of this altar, there is this black rectangle with a little. It's again, I'm going to narrate things that your characters might not necessarily know. There's a key card scanner on the other side of this this altar that they use to escape. But Thea doesn't really know how that works. The rest of you come running into the room.
What the heck?
Well, Fang fell down a hole, and then the doctor and the one lady escaped. They, started descending.
Bad. Is the hole
Bad.
still there?
What was
The
that?
hole's still there.
I jump in the hole.
Thea jumps in the hole, goes sliding away.
Woo!
I think
And are you
Shellac,
okay?
That's where my
Shellac
knife went.
Thea just
immediately
jumped to
goes
her
down.
death.
Fang, as you see this thing boosh, lumbering towards you, you hear on your communicator, it's a little bit broken, but you can understand Jazz talking to you. You're muted.
I feel like as Jazz says that, Fang would be saying, "Don't let Thea go down this hole."
You hear some sliding coming from above you. However, at this point, unless there's any conversation that's going to be happening up top real quick, unless you guys are all just jumping in the hole.
Yep.
We should probably save them. I think at this point, looking to Vivian and Leona, who are still up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Not my fault. You guys trust me to make decisions.
And
Shellac
you all-
goes into his shell as he goes down.
Like a
Shoot.
sled.
Yeah.
Liko comes in. We just okay. Yeah. Down we go then.
Ooh, I want
And,
to push him down.
Oh god. You push Liko down, goes down head first. All right. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative. As Fang, you're gonna have to survive a round, but the creature comes lumbering out of its cage. There is a chain around it that's loose enough for it seems like to get to you. You don't know how much slack there is exactly, but it looks like it's chained to the wall behind it. All right.
Can I ask one question real quick? Can I take an
Yeah.
action while sliding down the chute?
You can potentially, yeah. We'll do that in order if there's anything you guys
Cool.
can do while you are in transit. Since you're not having to use your action to dash or anything. All right. Get my action music going. Roll for Liko. And for the spoilers, Umber Hulk. All right, that's in 6. All right. So, yeah, Niona, you're actually first. So, what did you want to do while you're sliding?
Can I? Oh yeah. Can I use Wild Shape to shift into? I am gonna go with a wolf right now because I think that's the biggest one that I can do, and it'll help when I'm attacking. So yeah,
all right.
She's gonna shift into a wolf while sliding.
Okay, I'm gonna. Do you have the wolf stats?
Not on Roll20. I do up here. I can probably.
That's fine. As long as you have them, you can roll and do your things. I don't have.
I have everything here.
Perfect. All right. As you guys are all sliding with each other, suddenly, like it's really dark down here, and occasionally you get some like flashing light from like some these lights set into this chute. And at one point, it's Iona sliding with you, and the next time there's a wolf there, in the exact same spot. Let's see. All right, you. That's your turn, Fang. You have the creature in front of you. What would you like to do?
I don't care how much slack he needs because he's not going to be needing to walk much further forward. As Fang's going to shift, so gets his cooler.
All right.
As he walks forward, pulls out his greatsword and swings.
All right, make your attack. Actually, before you make your attack, I forgot to mention this part. You see the creature looking at you as these like compound eyes, and there's this just like this presence given off by it, almost like this reverberation to the air. I need you to make a charisma saving throw as you look into the creature's eyes. A charisma saving throw as you look into the creature's eyes.
Why do you pick the one saving throw that's a negative?
Don't fall in love with it.
I didn't do it.
This is going to be worse than those wisdom cell doors. I would like to use the inspiration I got from my apple pun joke. Thank you, G. I rolled a 2, so that would have been a 1. So... Okay. Oh, this one's better. Does a 17 make it?
17 will make it.
Oh, buddy. Thank you, G.
So yeah, you can act as normal.
Oh, that was scary. Awesome. That is a 2 plus 5, 19.
19, that'll hit.
In you bug person. We were going to be friends, but then you made me make a save. Oh, they were below. So I rolled a 2 and a 1. I get to re-roll, and then I roll 2 1s. That's 5 slash.
5 slashing damage?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, every little bit counts. It's 5. All right. 5 points of damage to the creature as you slash across. That's a really thick carapace, hard to get through, but you're able to deal some damage. That it for your turn?
Yeah, I'll make some armor out of his shell when I'm finished.
Jazz, is your turn. Anything you want to do while you're sliding?
If I can pull it off while we're sliding, I think I'm going to... This may be too unstable a place, but I would like to try and construct my Eldritch Cannon. That's my action as we're sliding.
As your action? Yeah, sure.
And I'm going to turn it into... This one is just going to be kind of almost just like... Again, it's going to be the tiny configuration. And so, almost like a wristband. And this one just has like a little antenna. And like a little radar that's just spinning around on it, and so I'm
Okay.
doing the protector one. And so then for the bonus action, myself and each creature of my choice within 10 feet of me gets, let me roll for it, 8 temporary hit points.
Nice. Which is everyone except for Fang. Well, except for Fang and Thea right now, because Thea went first. So,
Yep.
Everyone else, you get 8 temp HP.
Yeah. And the turret has it too, but I assume when it's in the tiny configuration and on me, it's not really going to get specifically targeted.
Probably not, no. Unless you create a reason for that to happen.
Yeah.
All right. That is Jazz's turn. Little turret thing kind of magically and slash scientifically like sort of constructed assembles itself and locks onto your like arm. All right. Liko's turn. I don't think he has anything. It's already, it didn't have his mage armor on. Go ahead and cast that. All right. That's the end of Liko's turn. Shellac, anything you can do while you're falling or just falling?
That's basically it. I'm just a Mario Kart shell going down that chute.
Yeah. Vivian?
Could I prepare an action to like use my action as I'm falling to prepare an action?
Okay, so you're readying like an Eldritch Blast or something?
Yeah, just that.
Sure, yeah. I love
Okay.
that.
That's all.
All right. Thea, you emerge from the chute, slamming to the ground. You look around and you see Fang currently locked into combat with this large creature. As you see, and you make eye contact with it. I also need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Uh-oh. Eight.
That's a fail.
Is it?
All right. Yeah, it is. So I need you to roll a d8 for me.
Oh. Gonna get confused. 1.
1. So on a 1 to 4, the creature does nothing. So you are currently immobilized by the vision of this being in front of you.
Don't like that.
That
Could be worse. Could be stabbing me in the back.
Yeah, could be worse. You also, those of you that have experienced this once, I will say on future turns, you can choose to avert your vision at the start of your turn to avoid the effect. Just the first time, because none of you guys have, it's catching you by surprise.
Can I shout at my friends not to look at it?
Not right now, because you failed the roll.
Next time.
Yeah. Is going to be the Umber Hulk's turn. And it is locked in with Fang right now. So it's going to make 3 attacks against you, Fang.
I was only allowed to make 1 attack. I thought we had made a gentleman's agreement.
It does not honor such agreements here.
Rude.
Maybe it's a lady.
It's a 16. First one. 20 on the second one.
8.
And 21 with the mandibles.
Misses.
So the first 2 with its claws slashes across you, dealing 17 points of slashing damage. The mandibles, 15 points of slashing damage.
Luckily, I shifted for 5 temp HP, which put me up to 35. I'm down to 3, too.
Yep.
How long's this chain?
It's behind. It's kind of coiled behind it. It's hard to tell exactly. The room's about 50 feet long, though. You guys kind of emerge into the center of it, so it's possible it can't reach to the glass. Nyona, is your turn. This is the start of the next round, so you emerge from the slide where Thea is currently standing, a little slack-jawed. To your right, big, like about 25 feet to your right, there's a big glass wall there. To your left, you see Fang currently engaged with this creature, and as you see the creature, I do need you to make a charisma saving throw.
It's a that's a 14 with my -2 as a wolf, so
That is a fail. Roll d8 for me.
so close. That's this one. That's a 7.
7's good. Well, no, 7's not
No,
good.
it
7 to
could
8,
be.
the creature makes one melee attack against a random creature, or does nothing if no creature is within reach. Thea is within reach of you.
Okay.
So make a melee attack against Thea if you have any sort of melee weapon.
I have my bite, which
That's
is
right, because you're a wolf.
a 7.
And 7 doesn't hit Thea. So Thea, you dodge out of the way, sort of breaking out of this stun. So that's your that is your action to make the melee. So you do have the rest of your turn if you want to use it.
Okay, I'm not like affected by the bug anymore, right?
Not
Or-
for this turn. No.
Okay. I think that's about all I can do. How far away is the bug from me, though?
It is like 20 feet to your left.
Okay, well then I'm going to move towards said bug.
Okay, move
But
towards
not
it.
look at Yep.
All right, you move towards it. Fang, start of your turn. You averting your vision.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, cool. Okay. Jesus Christ. I guess bonus action, I will try and bite said creature. I'm assuming this is a disadvantage, so that'll be an 8.
Sorry, I was getting a message. An 8 to hit with your bite?
Yeah,
Yeah, that misses.
please. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh, gee, did I come? I can't even.
All right. Anything with your
no way I
action?
There's no way I can heal myself up completely. So let's disengage and scamper back as far as I can, like a dog who picked the wrong fight.
As the other dog comes running in to help.
I have no idea where this wolf came from. It came down. I'm like, okay, that's a bit rude. But
All right.
I got a distraction. Maybe they sent its dinner down, and I.
So you disengage, run away. That is your action, and you move 30 feet. So essentially, like going on the other side of Thea, and yeah, she's the only one that's down right now. However, Jazz comes shooting out of the tunnel as well, and crashing onto the ground next to the other two. You also see the creature. So for being surprised this first time, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
13.
That is a fail. Roll d8 for me.
2.
2. All right, the creature does nothing. So that is all you can do on your turn.
I'm just thinking about the wording for my Eldritch Cannon because it's to do stuff as a bonus action, but I assume I still have to instigate the bonus action, and I can't currently.
Yeah. But it'll just be until the start of your next turn. That will end Jazz's turn. Liko will make a charisma save as well. You good, my son? Okay, that is 18 for Liko. So he succeeds and is going to land, take stock of things, sees Fang looking very bad, sees a bunch of people not moving. Is going to cast. Yeah, no, I think he's going to try to help Fang a little bit. It's not going to do much, but he's going to kind of move towards Fang. Is going to do a healing hands, which is going to heal you for 3 hit points. But it's something. And then also sort of backs away from the creature, scared.
Thanks, but I think it sounds more like a dog barking thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I guess hasn't seen your transformation yet either, so that's probably a little jarring. But knows it's you.
He did. He met me
did he?
when I was transformed. I walked him back to the truck and shifted back.
Oh yeah. I forgot you transferred during that fight. Okay, yeah, cool. So yeah, we're totally cool with that then. Shellac, you emerge from the tunnel.
Yes.
Make a charisma save for me.
Okie dokie. 10.
Roll a d8 for me.
Oh boy. That's a 2.
2. You also do nothing. End of Shellac's turn. Vivian, you emerge from. I think you're the last one to go. You emerge from the tunnel. I need you to make a charisma save for me.
This is my stat, everyone. Ooh, 17.
You succeed. You feel the presence, but you ignore it.
Okay. Do I get to use my prepared action?
Yes.
21.
Hits.
7 force.
All right.
Okay. And then I still have my normal action, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly look around. Are there any cameras in the room? Security feed. The doctor mentioned that.
You do see this strange black sphere embedded into the ceiling in one corner of the room. I don't know if you know what that is.
Okay.
But
okay, good to know. I'm gonna bonus action hex the bug, and then I'm going to action blast the bug.
okay. Hex it, then make your attacks.
Oh, that's a 9.
That'll miss.
Okay, well, that's all for me.
All right, it is hexed though. What stat are you hexing?
Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna do charisma.
Okay. Because it's checks, right? Not saving throws.
Yeah, it's just checks.
All right. All right, that will end your turn. Thea, snap out of it, averting your eyes. I'm gonna assume you guys are all averting your eyes unless you tell me otherwise. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
you do?
Is Fang still in melee with it?
No,
you ran
Fang
away.
is on the other side of you. Are between Fang and the creature.
That seems good. Oh no. I will back up
Okay.
as much as I can, and I'm going to take out my bow and fire an arrow at it.
Okay.
I lost my character sheet. This is a fun thing that's happening. To me, that's a natural one.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That'll miss.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I can't shoot again as a bonus action. I don't think that's how it works.
You did roll with disadvantage. so-
Yes.
Okay.
I can't roll worse than what I rolled.
Just checking.
Yeah, that's why.
All right.
Can I get my knife back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can pick it up from the ground.
Is there anything in here I can hide behind?
No, it's a big open room.
Then I
The glass wall.
don't do anything else.
Okay. And Thea's turn is going to be the Umber Hulk's turn. It's got a doggo. Nobody else went into melee with it though. So it's gonna attack the doggo.
Can attack the doggo.
First attack with its claw. It's a 14 to hit.
Just barely it hits.
Second attack is a 17.
Hits.
Third attack is a 15.
Gosh, you're so close, but they all hit.
So first one does 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
Second one does 10 slashing damage.
Okay. She's out of wolf now, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And the 15 still would have hit you in your normal
Oh
armor.
yeah, my armor class is only 13 still, so
Oh, okay. Third one is 8 points of slashing damage.
I'll take it.
And that's it. It's just clawing at whatever's closest to it. Which, Niona, is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on it.
Okay.
I don't like it. Give me 2 seconds. I didn't have my character sheet pulled up. I just knew I was gonna do it. There we go. Submit. Okay.
Constitution save?
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12.
And it fails.
That's 16 points of radiant damage.
Is that?
All right, big.
Yeah, I think. It should be right.
Essentially, a big circle of forms in the ceiling, and a moonbeam comes crashing down from the drop ceiling, and you deal a big hit to it.
Yeah. Is disengaging a bonus action? Or is it an action?
No, it's an action unless you've got something that
No,
lets you do
I
it as a
don't.
bonus action.
Well then, I'm gonna keep standing right in front of it, and I'm gonna also use my Circle of Swords as a bonus action to do 1d4 damage to it.
Okay, it makes it a con
I think
save,
it's
or,
also it's a Constitution save again. I think. I need to get used to it. Yeah, con again.
that's a 21.
Dang, that succeeds then. Well, she's
Okay.
here because she doesn't want to provoke an attack. So.
Okay. Fang, it is your turn.
No, that spell.
Okay.
My mouse is weird. I'm going to attack the glass.
The glass.
just-
Okay.
He chased Thea through a stone wall. Pretty certain I can attack and run through a glass wall. This thing is not fun. Must make an exit for my little friends.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm gonna do this as an athletics check instead of an attack roll. Well,
Oh, cool. That's the same thing. First,
No,
I will
let's
second
do-
wind. In
Okay,
case I get hit
yeah.
by glass shards.
do your second win. And yeah, we'll do athletics check instead of an attack roll.
Only once.
Now
Did I
you
roll
should have
a
an
one
extra.
on that?
Oh no, you're only one level in
should-
fighter. That's right.
I healed for 2.
Yay! Well, you got the 3
Oh.
from Liko, the 2 from
We're getting
that.
there, see. And then attacking a glass wall should not be hard to hit.
It's not. So just make it's not so much hitting it, but actually having the force to break through it. So go to make an athletics check.
Oh, the athletics check is a 21.
21. Okay. You bring up your sword and slam down against it, and you carve this like carving into the glass. It doesn't fracture or shatter exactly, but you do break off a piece of it, kind of like impacts inwards. It's not broken with that single hit, but it is a fair way to busting open. Like you got it pretty close, just with that one very good hit.
Okay, oh, that's right. It's not those days where I get 7 attack.
Yeah,
okay,
not
I'm
yet.
done.
Jazz.
Okay. First, how many people could I get within 10 feet of me? Prioritizing probably Niona, then Fang.
Yeah, so Niona and Fang are essentially at opposite sides of the room right now. So if you got Niona, you could get... I think, Thea, you also moved towards the glass, correct? All right. And Vivian, you're still about where you were in the center of the room?
Yeah.
Okay. You could get Vivian, Thea, Shellac, yourself. If you go for Fang, then you won't get Niona. So essentially you're choosing between Thea and Fang or Niona.
Yeah, well, Niona's right up next to this thing, and the others are across the room from it, so gonna do that first. So some more bonus action temp HP. That's much better. That's 12 for anyone who wants to replace their 8 or less with a 12. That's close enough. So I guess anyone other than Thea or Fang. And then in terms of an action for Frostbite, it's a creature I have to see. So I would have to look at the thing and make the save in order for that to work.
That sounds right, yeah.
But then in that case, I think I'm going to try the disadvantage instead and pull out a light crossbow, which you guys haven't really seen Jazz use, but it's been hanging on a belt or something, and try and shoot it without looking at it.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit. This thing has a high AC. It deflects off of the off of the carapace.
Dang.
Are you staying in the center of the room, or are you heading back towards the glass?
I'm gonna stay up there because I'm not in melee with it, but I'm still gonna put myself between it and the rest of the party.
Okay. Liko's turn. Oh boy. Averts their gaze. Sees you guys working on the wall back there. Yeah, I think is going to step up. It's going to move up closer to it to try to help, and it's going to do a second level thunder wave at the creature to try to get it off of Iona. So it'll need to make a con save. That's a 9. So it fails, so it takes 15 points of thunder damage. And it is pushed 10 feet back away from Iona, back kind of into the pen that it was in before. And then Liko is going to kind of move back a little bit because Mama didn't raise no fool. That ends Liko's turn. Shellac.
All right, so I'm going to shoot a radiant sunbeam at it.
Okay.
That's a 22.
If you're not looking at it, it's at disadvantage.
Okay. All right, let me roll it again then. Well, that's a 13.
A 13 will miss.
Okay. And calm down, dog. I think what I'm going to do is, seeing that it missed and seeing how bad Fang is, I'm going to run up to it or close to it, and now I know I did the Radiant Sunbeam as an action. Could I use a key point to then go into my shell and just be a tank for it?
Your thing's normally an action to go into your shell.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no to that, just because I can think of some ways that would get real broken later on.
Right,
To
okay.
let you to set that precedent. So no, not with your not with your bonus action.
All right.
You could do something else with your bonus. You could use a key point to do one of your other things, though.
Yeah. I can't really hit it if I don't look at it. I'm still gonna go up to it or close to it and then try to hit it again.
Okay.
I guess at disadvantage.
Yes, still at disadvantage.
All right, we'll try the Radiant Sunbeam again. All right. That's an 8, so absolutely not.
Yeah, still misses. Okay. That is Shellax's turn. Vivian.
I am going to look at it.
Okay.
Just because this is a
Charisma.
good stat for me, so I'm hoping.
Charisma saving throw.
Ooh, 22.
That succeeds.
Awesome.
Just staring it down.
Okay, I'm going to blast it.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
That misses.
What is happening today?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm... Because this isn't looking so good, I'm going to summon another tentacle
Okay.
and smack it with the tentacle.
All right.
21.
Hits.
Okay. Is the tentacle, is the damage on the tentacle hexed? Would I get, the hex from that?
I think so, because it's an attack you're making against the creature. So,
Okay.
checks out.
So that's gonna be 5 cold and 4 necrotic.
All right. 9 points of damage. This thing is looking rough.
Oh yay, okay, that's all. I'm gonna start heading towards the glass too.
All right. Moving back away from it. Thea, what you got?
I know Shellac went up there. Did you get into melee with it?
I think you did.
Yeah, that was
Did
kind
you?
of my my
Okay.
goal.
I'm gonna go help. I'm gonna run up there and try to stab it.
Okay. I assume disadvantage still?
Yeah, I don't want to get it. Okay, now we're in business. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Oh wait, now I have to actually read the sneak attack rules. Disadvantage. Nope, it's for the other thing. You don't need advantage. Other enemy. I think I don't get sneak attack.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
think
have
if you have
disadvantage on the attack roll.
disadvantage,
Yeah.
then you, yeah.
So that is just the 1, 6. That's 11 still.
That's pretty good.
It gets heavier.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Greg.
All right, this thing sort of like sinks down a little bit into the floor. It's not like that.
Did I have to use my whole
okay.
movement to get up there? I don't know how far I went.
Pretty much all of it. You might have like 5 or so feet of movement left.
Not worth it. This thing's very big. I'm gonna try to do an offhand attack.
Okay.
Dang it! One of those was a natural 20. That's still pretty good. 16.
Misses.
Damn it.
That it?
Dang it! Yell at it. Yeah, that's it.
It'll be the Umber Hulk's turn now. It is going to do, because I think Shellac, Iona, and Thea are all within melee.
It did get pushed 10 feet away from me, at least.
Right,
Because
it
that's
did.
what, yeah.
So I think Shellac and Thea are the only ones in melee then. Because Iona got moved back. Okay. So I think it's going to divide between those two targets. I'll add for Savannah because she had to get up to get something from the door. So the first attack against Shellac is a 25 to hit.
Yup.
Against Thea, it's a 22 to hit. And the mandibles we'll do against Shellac is a 20 to hit.
Yes, that's
Shellac, you take a total of 20 points of damage.
Whoa.
Don't forget your temp HP.
Yeah, that's all gone.
Thea
right.
takes 12. She has some temp HP too. Or no, she didn't. She was never
She didn't
in the
get any,
radius.
no.
Yeah, so I will just take the 12 off of her. All right. That will end its turn. Iona.
I am going to move my moonbeam towards it.
Yes. So does it take the damage? The moonbeam. I can never. It's at the start of its.
It's the first time when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it takes the damage. So,
Okay.
So since
We'll do the save because either way it would have had to make another save at this point.
Submit that.
Con save. That's a 7. Jesus, rolling bad on
Still
this con
fails.
saves.
So he just took 13 this time.
13. That's still pretty good. He's looking very rough.
Oh, and I'm going to back up because I don't want to get hit again at all. So I'm going to start going towards the glass as well.
Okay. All right. You start moving back towards the glass. Thea, you did get hit.
Oh no.
You took 12 points.
It's a very small number now.
And you were asking if you could use your reaction at the end of its turn.
Yeah,
to
I just want to do
move away.
skirmisher to run away.
Yeah.
It's
So you can move away
15
too. Okay. So the only person left in the melee right now is Shellac.
Sorry, I had to answer the door and they looked at me funny.
Well, that's their problem. Don't interrupt D&D then.
Fang, it is your turn. Are you trying to bust this glass open?
Without directly looking at this thing, how bad does it look on a scale of me to Jazz?
On a hypothetical scale of 1 to like 93, it's like around a 17.
Okay,
just throwing numbers out there.
I heard Thea get hit, so I'm gonna I just run at it. Like,
All right.
So charisma saving throw because I'm an idiot.
All right, Chris is
Oh,
I'm
Fang
going to
got
laugh
hit.
if you turn and have to hit one of your friends.
The closest friend is probably the new guy, so I don't really care.
Well, as soon as you enter the range, that's when you're going to make the save. So it's going to be somebody in the middle of the room right now. which is a couple of people. We'll deal with that in a second.
It's
So
quite good. I rolled a
What'd you roll?
17, so that's a 16.
that succeeds.
Oh god, my heart's pounding. Okay, I'm gonna swing my sword at it,
All right.
which is an 18.
18 just hits.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's 9 plus 3, 12. And then we're gonna try and bite him with a
All right.
bonus action, which is a nat 20. Got the crown
Okay.
right there. What is my bite? My bite is D6. So that is 9, 10, 11, 12 piercing damage.
And you come running up, like I think you just like impale your sword into it, like in the center of the creature, and you use that to like hoist yourself up. Snarling, you bite into about where the head and the thorax of this creature meet, and then you just rip the head off. Just there's a snapping noise and the pulling of ligaments as you just rip the mandibles and the head off of this creature, and it falls to the ground, sort of thumping and rolling to about at the center of the room where the rest of you are standing, and the body collapses behind it.
Oh my god.
And it's dead.
That was nerve-wracking, everyone. I am shaking. I'm just gonna lean my arm across its shoulders where its head used to be and just be like, welcome.
Probably like leaned over on Liko and been like, ow.
Do we think we have time to rest?
Very least, Jess is gonna go around and just top off everyone on temp HP if they still need it. And given that I still have this thing for like an hour, I can just roll it enough until I get the maximum number. So we'll all get 12.
So yeah, everybody could get 12 temp HP. If you take a short rest, you'll lose it. But
and the turret will go away. But
yeah.
For those under half health, I can heal a little bit.
I can also heal a bit too for you.
I still have spell slots. I'm just not sure if we're resting or.
I don't really think we have a lot of time, you guys.
Yeah, I think it might be best to figure out what this place is and then book it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As you're talking to, you hear a crackling noise, and a voice speaks out from the ceiling above you, and you recognize it as the voice of the elf doctor that you had spoken with previously. That was impressive. I have to say, I didn't think you all were going to survive that. So, well done. I'm just going to ask you to stay in there for now until we can figure out what to do with you. Sound good?
No.
I'm gonna eat your heart.
He's gonna eat your heart.
I'll
See,
punch
that's
this
exactly
glass
why.
open.
That's exactly why I want you to stay in there, because I really, you did a number on the window. I'm sure you could break through that with some time. I can promise you that there are guards in this facility that will take care of things if you get out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't want you messing or interrupting any of our experiments. So I would very much prefer that you just stay in there. And if you do, I promise we'll arrange to have you let go as soon as possible. And you all can go on your merry way.
No.
That feels like a big lie.
What if we like it here?
I mean,
Can my moonbeam like go into the glass and cause damage?
They just start melting it away
Yeah.
with the moonbeam.
Yeah.
I want my tentacles
laser.
to smack it too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, everything that's
I
active
shoot
right
it with
now.
sunbeams.
Yeah, as this conversation's going on, all of you, and I assume the turret's shooting at it or something. And
Or it can't shoot right now, unfortunately.
oh, okay. But either way, everything is just like autopilot, like going after the glasses, it's cracking and breaking. The conversation's going on in the background. Says, well, I mean, if you like it here and you want to help us, that's an option. You seem like competent people, and we'd like to have people like yourself on our team. But if I don't get the impression that you really came here to help.
Wait, I have a question. Is this a cult?
No, it's not a cult.
Because if it was a
just a-
cult, I would want to talk to to the person in charge.
Well, if it was a cult, the person in charge would be a little too important to deal with this sort of thing. I'm handling this myself. I'm Dr. Jim, MD, and I run this part of our operation here. So I would very much appreciate some cooperation, so I don't have to get the boss involved. Not that this is a cult.
What if I want to talk to the boss of this not cult?
Well, I would say they would speak to you if you were to show that you had some mutual interests with ours. If you were willing to help us.
I'm also hearing that they'll talk to us if we cause a lot of trouble.
Well, that sort of conversation probably isn't one you want to be having.
Thea, go wild!
Ah!
I have to
start
ask
hitting
though.
the glass.
Okay. Yep. We're gonna have to replace that.
I'm bleeding a lot, so I'm mad about it.
So
just
I have to know though. Who sent you? Was it those airheads out in the tower?
Your mom.
That society or whatever they're calling themselves now.
Shellac is just digging at the glass, like with his
All right.
claws. Just
guys, can we take him up on his rest option?
I'll take it. I will let me Moonbeam go, and I'll just go over and heal.
I don't want to waste spell slots if we're gonna just
Okay.
take the rest option.
I've got enough spell slots that I can still do it. It'll be okay. I don't want to take the rest option.
I'll take that as a no.
I tried, Jim. Is that your first name, Jim?
No, Jim is
What's
it's
your
not my first name.
If we're going to be working together,
I
I need
prefer-
first name basis.
I did not spend as much time and money in medical school as I did for people to call me by my first name. I prefer Dr. Jim.
Jim's a
Indeed.
very
Is your first
common
name
name, you
Doctor?
know. What if we get you confused with another Jim? That would be sad.
Is that
for
your
you.
first
It's-
name? Is your
no,
first name
it's
Doctor?
not.
You're
Nope,
not really
no.
a doctor. We worked it out, Thea. He's not
Yes.
really a doctor. That's
Listen,
his first
I
name. High
did
five.
not. I do not deserve. Dr. Radical Jim MD does not deserve the disrespect that you are giving him. So you know what? This conversation is done. We will have the sleeping gas brought in shortly. I advise you just stay there until we have time to set that up. Okay.
I'm waiting on this
Ex-
guy.
excuse me, a baking powder, sleeping glass.
Hold on. Are we just gonna let him slide by with telling us his first name's Radical, and we're just gonna be like, "Oh man, sleeping powder. Oh man, that kind of sucks."
Maybe
How
it's a
about we just
family name.
It's the apocalypse. People have weird names.
No one questions that your name is Fang. It's not a name people have. saying.
I have a bunch of fangs. That's why.
Maybe he's radical.
We've
Radically
seen him.
annoying.
Okay, so we're just leaving, or are we
As
resting?
you say that, there's a cracking noise, and the glass wall just falls to pieces.
Ha ha ha.
Huzzah.
Ow.
Okay, let's get some healing done before we walk anywhere.
Hurry up, I'm running on adrenaline right now, baby. Let's go.
What does my preserve life do? I can give 5 times my cleric. I can hand out 15 points. Are we level 3 or 4?
3.
Three.
Still.
3.
I can
Is that
hand
the
out
one where you
10
can?
points, half health.
Yeah, it can only heal you up to half. I'm way below that.
Not really. You're 1 below it.
It's a lot when you don't have that many.
I have. I can get us to half. We're the only ones below half.
And we
Let's
have the
do that.
temporary too.
Does that count towards it?
No. Temporary
No, I
is
was
a
just
separate
saying.
pool.
We have them though. So I have
Yeah.
12 plus 9.
I just want to
Technically.
use this before any more healing's done,
Okay.
because then it's pointless.
Yeah. Use your
Does this
preserved
specifically say you have to round down for the healing up to half?
Equal to no more than half of its hit point maximum.
Okay.
Everything else is rounded down.
Yeah, I think the assumption. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I think the assumption is rounded down unless it says rounded up.
Oh, hey.
1 hit point.
All right, and then any healing spells that are being thrown about.
I can throw 1 into Fang and 1 into Vivian. Or, yeah. No, Thea. Sorry. I'm looking at the different health.
We're both water based, it's fine.
Yeah. I'm looking at the chart. Okay, so 4 plus, what is it? I just had it.
I can heal Shellac.
I have a couple spells I could use, but I'm gonna, if I use up my spell
save
slots,
them.
I'm down to basically frostbite.
Let's save them.
Yeah, I'm about it with the temporary HP I'm at.
Again, I'm
full,
chill with moving
essentially.
forward with just a temporary HP if you guys want to save the spells.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what
Puts
I
me
will
at
do-
22 total.
What I will do is I'll take the wristband turret off of my wrist and go and put it on Thea's shoulder, and like what had been using to be like the wrist, it's like little legs that clamp down on the shoulder. So now you just have this little turret going. But it's like, as long as anyone is within 10 feet of this, they will be able to receive the healing.
And I'm still gonna give 7 points to Fang though, because his half is pretty low. So
Cheers.
Okay, he's more likely to get hit.
Yep.
That's what he was voted for in high school.
I'm assuming it would take more than just the time we're willing to spend to rip off the armor from this dude.
Yeah, that would be a project.
Can I at least take the head?
Yes, because that's already detached.
We can come back.
Oh, we can make the mandibles into daggers for you. Plus, it's a trophy, and I can probably throw it at somebody, and it would do damage.
There you go.
So I'm going to narrate something to get us out because we got a couple minutes left. So you guys are heading through the facility, and you come out, and like I said, this is long hallways. Just these, everything is just white and glass, white paneled ceilings, floors, walls, and then every once in a while it's broken by these glass walls that show into different rooms. You pass one that looks kind of. It almost looks derelict, and then you realize that it's because there's this like shaft coming out of it where it seems to be like they're like tunneling something, and there's dirt piled up in the center of the room. There are a couple shovels shoved into the dirt where people were offloading that into these carts that then go off into a tunnel somewhere else into the facility. And the room is just titled. There's a big placard over the doorway, these sliding glass doorways that lead into the room that just says excavation. You head down a little bit and kind of follow down a hallway, and there is another room, larger, with all these chairs scattered about, a big screen on one side and a projector mounted in the wall above it. There's also a table off to the left, and on the table are a few of these like metal cases, and one of them is open and has these syringes placed in it, and in that room it says the placard says initiation. You head down a little bit, and not too far away from this room you see more of those cases with those syringes in it, and this room says honesty serum testing and development, and you head further into the tunnels and down a darker passageway, following along. And it's very quiet, and everything seems to be abandoned. It seems like perhaps as soon as you got here, people started making a break for it. And eventually you come down to the hallway widens, and you see dozens of these glass paneled doorways leading into these rooms, but each one has those key cards, and it almost seems to have like an airlock inside of it, like an extra level of security. Everything is here is more reinforced. And as you walk through, you look into the rooms, and they're pretty dark inside, but you see some like shifting figures huddled within these rooms. And as you approach the glass, suddenly you hear a kind of a grunting or a moaning noise, and one of the figures lurches around, and a zombie just begins to like claw at the walls, and like, you know, futilely just this leaving streaks along the glass. And they do that for a few moments, and they like lose interest, and they turn back towards the group, and you see these pens just full of dozens and dozens of zombies as you're coming through. And at the end of this hallway, it breaks off into a few sides, but everything in here is mostly maintained, but a little bit derelict. Like, this facility has been here for a long time, and it's been like rebuilt. And at the end of the hall, on the wall, there is a mostly ruined and kind of worn away symbol. On top of the symbol, you see the kind of scratched into it, that moniker of the Earth cult that you've seen before, the triangle with the line through at the bottom. But the symbol behind it that's rusted away is this circular pattern with these red and white triangles that make up the outskirts of it. And there is a name underneath it that has long worn away, but all you catch is the first two letters, UM, and then the last word starts with CORP. I'll give you the image for it, for those of you that haven't already figured out what I'm getting at here. There you go. So as you stand here, zombies all around you in this dark, strange alien facility, we will continue this adventure next time as you try to find what this Corp is all about. So yeah, that's what we're going to call it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for playing. Thanks everyone out there for watching. Thanks G for the character name. Had to work out how I was gonna make Dr. Radical Jim MD a character in this game, and that may or may not have led me down this path. But yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. Like I said, we'll be back next Saturday, same time, same place. Join us in the meantime tomorrow for Slang 101 Monster of the Week campaign. Savannah runs that at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Then we have our regular schedule throughout the week. Tuesday we've got Eos. Thursday we have Wild Space. And Friday we'll be here for Neon Souls, and then we'll be back for this. Follow us on Twitter, follow us here on Twitch if you haven't already. We very much appreciate your support. You can join our Discord to do most for talking about stuff, about all sorts of things, video games, and you can complain to me about plot choices that I make in this game and what I've done to it. And yeah, all the good stuff. I won't listen, but you can do that. So yeah, any announcements or anything before we get going?
Yeah, can I plug my new games really quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Yay! So starting next Monday, August the 10th, I can talk about this a little bit now. I'm going to be over there Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Kobold Press, playing some stuff from their Deep Magic's supplement. It's really good. Check it out. Come hang out with us. And then starting on Friday, I'll be back on twitch.tv/encounter roleplay at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, running Apocalypse World. The game's called Diesel Punks, and it's exactly what you think it is. It's Diesel Punk, that's right. If you like Fallout, if you like Bioshock, if you like Mad Max, if you like Borderlands, come hang out with us, because it's going to be a good time.
We were talking about this on Friday, but now that we have a copy of the system, the edition, I've already forgot the name of it.
It's called Deep Magics.
Deep Magic, thank you.
It's good. You should buy it. Go buy it. It's a very good book.
I might try facilitate. Sorry, I'm looking. My brain is so fried. Incorporating.
You just said the word
you think I'd
corp like
remember that
7
word.
times.
I did. You think I'd remember it. But yeah, I'm going to try incorporating some of that into this game. Maybe some of our players might start using spells from it. So you might catch a little bit of it here. But definitely check that out.
It's legit.
I will. Because
there's a whole Midgard setting, and then it's subclasses and spells and patrons and all kinds of shit. There's
Cobalt
like 20
Press
new
has
cleric domains all on their own. The PDF's almost 400 pages long.
Cobalt Press
Buy
is some
that
of my
shit.
favorite D&D supplements.
Buy it. It's good.
Very good. Okay. All right. That's it. So thank you everyone for watching. We will see everyone same time, same place next week. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.